Crime is wickedness. Crime is greed. Crime destroys families. Crime divides nations. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome to the channel. Accused number 2 is represented by Advocate Volma Rans in this bail application. His defense lawyer told the court that applicant number 2 has been in custody since October 2023 for another case. His lawyer wanted to convince the court that if it was not because of that, he could have handed himself over to the police. We don't know about that. Tell me what you think on the comment section. Applicant number 2's lawyer said that there is no evidence to suggest that he is a flight risk, but according to the state, applicant number 2 lied that he does not have a passport. The defense argued that applicant number 2's passport was seized by the police at the time of his arrest. Therefore, his client was not in possession of his passport ever since. The defense argued that the state cannot use this lie as a reason for not granting the accused number 2 bail, but they can use it in a criminal trial court. The magistrate asked, was that not to mislead the court to say that applicant number 2 did not have the passport? Advocate Volmaran said yes, it was misleading until he explained that it was a mistake. Advocate Volmarans continued to say his client is employed. He has a family to maintain. He has children. He has more than one wife. He also has a business, taxi business, and that business is a cash business, so he needs to collect his income. And he has also employed people in his business. So he needs to be there. He needs to be present for his family and for his business. Because if he is kept in custody, everything will suffer. The magistrate wanted to understand if the applicant will be safe should he be granted bail because of the taxi violence in KZN. The defense said that his client will be safe because he is no longer staying in KZN. He is now residing in Johannesburg, and that is where he was arrested. And government intervention also reduced the risk. So he will be safe if released on bail. Then the magistrate asked the defense to address the issue of the money the applicant number 2 allegedly has received. The 133,000 that came from accused number 4. Kindly listen to the court proceedings regarding the alleged money issue. Do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave your comments below. I'll see you on the next one. Danko.
Allegations have been made by the state that applicant number 2 is part of the group. He received 133,000 rand from applicant number 4. Don't you want to address the court on that?
Well, Your Worship, yes, he did receive a sum of money for services rendered. That's what he says.
But that's exactly what I'm saying. Don't you want to address the court on that so that it is on record that you have touched on that as well? That's why I'm saying let's do justice to him.
Well, Your Worship, I believe we have touched on it. We've said the money we received is for services rendered. What more do we have to say, Your Worship?
No, it's not for me to answer. I was just bringing to your attention that
yes, Your Worship,
are you not omitting that one aspect? Because it's allegations made against him.
I don't believe so, Your Worship.
Okay.
Because I believe that by saying I received money for services rendered, he denies that he was involved in any nefarious activities of murdering the deceased and his compatriot. He denies that. He says, I will plead not guilty.
You see, I'm raising this so that there are no aspects of evidence that are left not addressed.
Well,
That's why I'm raising this up.
Well, Your Worship, the services rendered are also explained by applicant 4. He says, yes, I received money. I distributed certain monies for services rendered. What more must he say? I'm sorry, Your Worship, I'm not questioning the court, but I'm saying.
But exactly, it's not for me to answer those questions.
No,
it's for him to say there is this piece of evidence that has been tendered, and there is that piece of evidence that has been tendered, and that piece of evidence, my explanation is grant me bail because of my explanation.
Your Worship, and I believe that I've addressed that. Grant me bail because, yes, I received money, but it was for services rendered, not for any unlawful purpose. Unless there are any other issues, Your Worship, those are my submissions.
Well, I've drawn your attention to certain aspects. I cannot draw your attention to all the aspects. And as I was saying, let's do justice to each and every one of the 5 applicants so that we give them a fair hearing, that whatever has been said on their behalf is answered and is addressed. If you are satisfied as his counsel that you have addressed everything, I'm not going to poke you and say that. Why did
Your
you
Worship, I do believe that the relevant issues have been addressed in my heads of argument and also properly answered in the affidavits. So if there's some aspect of my heads of argument which Your Worship is unhappy about, I'm happy to address that.
It's not that I'm not happy about.
Well, Your Worship, I use the word loosely.
Mine is to address my conscience and make sure that at the end of the day I've been presented with all facts and all facts have been properly addressed. Not because I'm not happy about anything, but I want to do justice to everyone.
Your Worship, I use the word unhappy loosely. I'm not saying you are unhappy. I'm saying if Your Worship has concerns, I'm happy to answer those concerns.
Anything else, Council?
Those are my submissions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's my